This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, a lot of people are saying that now Ripple can sell XRP directly to the institutions. Let me tell you guys something, okay? Let me tell you guys something. That is not what I read when I read the judge's order, okay? The judge's order is very specific that Ripple is not allowed to sell XRP directly to institutions. Now, will Ripple continue to do it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. But all these headlines telling you that Ripple can now legally sell to institutions is not what the judge's order said. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell XRP. I'm just telling you that the judge's order was very, very clear that Ripple is not allowed to sell directly to institutions, okay? And even though the SEC and Ripple have settled, they have settled the case. They settled on the amount from 125 million to 50 million. But there is nothing in that settlement that covers the fact that Ripple is not allowed to sell XRP directly to institutions. And if they are still doing that, they are in violation of the judge's order. But like anything else we have learned over the last 5 years, the rules mean absolutely nothing if nobody's going to enforce them. Okay? So while the judge's order says Ripple cannot sell to institutions, and the fact of Ripple selling to institutions was not part of the agreement that they made with the SEC. The agreement only surrounded the $125 million fine, which was dropped from 125 to 50 million. And the part of the judge's order that says that Ripple can't directly sell to institutions, that is still binding in my opinion. Based on how I'm reading it, based on how I'm understanding it, Ripple is not legally allowed to sell XRP directly to institutions. But you have a lot of people saying that they are. Show me the money. Show me where in the judge's order that was reversed that said they are allowed to sell directly to institutions. Anybody who finds that, please send it to me. I would like to see it, okay? I would like to see anything that reverses the judge's order that says that Ripple is not allowed to sell directly to institutions. What I do believe is they're putting out these type of articles to give us further incentive to exit our XRP positions. They want us to think that Ripple will continue selling XRP directly to institutions, and therefore the XRP price won't go up because institutions won't have to buy XRP on the public ledger. As far as I'm concerned, as far as my understanding of the judge's order, they are not allowed to do that. Now, will the SEC enforce that rule? That is something totally, totally different. If they have a wink-wink agreement with the SEC that they can sell to institutions and the SEC is not going to enforce that rule, well, that is possible. That is possible. But I see lawsuits on the horizon. I see lawsuits on the horizon. Okay? I see lawsuits on the horizon. Because if I'm deep in XRP and I see institutions buying up XRP for their ETFs and XRP price isn't running, I might have to file a lawsuit against these people who are buying XRP and Ripple for violating the court's order and selling XRP directly to the institutions. But we will see how everything progresses. As far as I'm concerned, as far as my understanding, as far as my analyzing what the judge said and this new agreement that Ripple has with the SEC, Ripple is still not allowed to sell XRP directly to institutions. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Why do you think they keep pushing that Ripple can sell directly to institutions now? Do you think they just want to push us out of the XRP play? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.